And talking about, I mentioned a bit ago about that bloke in van and that. Well, I sent a Facebook request once to somebody who used to be in church, is now a vicar or something. And the very strange thing was when I was friends with him on Facebook, never seen him at all since he left church, and I left this particular church. I saw him behind my car, just staring in the mirror, looking at me. This happened like, look, maybe it can be a coincidence, but if you're in church, he used to be looking daggers right at me. Maybe it was him who was associated with Freemasonry or something, I don't know. But it just seemed a bit odd. I think I need to start speaking out more. And I did that. I've done that at work lately. Well, it all started when somebody said that he used to go to church. Oh, he said, "Do you believe in God?" I forgot how it came about now. So I said, "Oh yeah." I said to him, well, in fact, I started to go back to church, to be honest, in last year or so. So he says, "Well, I used to go to Sunday school." He says, "I believe in God, I've got my faith." So I went to work, and obviously somebody else couldn't get over it that I go to church, you know, big wow. Oh. And then this other lad was telling a few people. Well, I went to work the other day and went to toilet or something, came back in, and 3 of them were going, "Come by, oh my Lord, come by, oh." And I thought, they're taking the mick. However, it never bothered me once. Not once. And they were really like singing, talking about it, and I didn't really pay attention to them. I just carried on with what I was doing. And I told my mum, and my mum says, "That would have really bothered you years ago." So I know for a fact that God is doing something in me, and some people might not recognise it and that, but God is a good God, isn't he? He is. He really is fantastic. It's the Holy Spirit as well, that it comes in us. Nothing will put me off God. Nothing. In fact, somebody in church said something a bit angry to me. Well, not angry, but I'm not bothered mentioning it. And at first I thought, you know what, I could tell this person to mind his own business. But I thought, I'm not going to bother. You know, leader. But I thought, I'm going to just down with God, you know, and just forget people who might not associate with you, or even who might not like you. Forget about them. They're on a path to heaven, but it's parallel to mine, and I'm not going to meet them on my path. Do you know what I mean? Of the right people to come to my path. Just because somebody else is a Christian doesn't necessarily mean that you have to become best friends with them. In fact, some Christians are a bit ignorant and don't want to know you and that, and they're all in a little clan together. And then when you come along, they're like, "All right, oh, how long do you want to be friends with us then, or something?" You can tell on some people's faces that they haven't got that genuine friendship thing. Some people have. And I try and stick to people who want to be a friend and that. And talking about friends, Obviously I was friends with a bloke called Nigel. However, when you get threatened that you know, gonna kill you and that, then it can put you off a bit. However, I was gonna forgiven him, don't get me wrong. However, me and another lad saw him near where he lives, like, and we're talking to him. However, this bloke called Nigel told somebody else that me and this lad completely ignored him, which we didn't. We were talking to him. So I don't like people like that. And this bloke called Nigel has been sucking up to the leaders, telling them things, because I know. And then they're believing him, thinking I should be his friend. And then they were doing this sermon, talking about friends, and then the leader was saying, yeah, we need to be friends with people, you know, forgive them and that. Yeah, good, forgiving people, great, fantastic. Yeah, we've got to forgive. And I've forgiven that bloke called Nigel. He's a fantastic bloke. He does great things for God, a lot more than what I do. Well, you know. And I may be friends with him again sometime in the future. But I don't want people ringing me up all the time, telling me that I should be somewhere other than my home, forcing me to do something which I might not want to do myself. But I reckon we have to have great Christian friends and fellowship with the right people. Anybody that tries to stress us out or brings us down or whatever, pray for him. Pray for him. Try to be their friend as much as possible, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't actually necessarily mean that you've got to do everything together. You know, have a game of pool, walks or whatever. It doesn't. Anyway, I'm Northern Hero. Subscribe now to my channel for more upcoming videos. And if anybody likes to know about stuff about exposing government and cults and stuff like that, I recommend Mark Dice's The Illuminati Facts and Fiction book, because it really is really good. I've had this for about a year, and I've just picked it back up the other day. His videos can be a bit daft on YouTube and a bit too critical when he's talking about other pop stars or whatever. I think Mark Dice may have got a criticising spirit in him, but then again, sometimes we have to know about the truth and that. The Illuminati can mess people's minds up. So this is a facts and fiction book. But the facts in about it, and the fiction, the lies about stuff. And it's really interesting. Good book. Don't get bogged down in it. And that. Bye.